Hello, good evening, kids.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Deepika. Good evening, Aparna,
Good evening, sir.
Nitila, Nitesh, Nitish.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Tanvi. Good evening, Hema.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Hema. Okay, so today we are starting with the sketching. So this is monthly class for the March. It is starting a little bit late, but we'll have 4 classes as usual. So next week we'll have oil pastels. So today we have pencil sketching. So before that we had last week we had oil, we had acrylic. So I'm curious to see if anyone has done the homework. Tanvi and Aparna are joining after a break. So I'm not expecting homework from you. Mithila also. Mithila also has joined. Hi Mithila. Okay. Okay, so we'll get started with today's class. So today we are planning to sketch a ship, beautiful ship. So it's a ship with so many. So something like this. Since I have a rough sketch. Not focusing. Try to keep some object. Okay, so now it is focusing. So we'll have something like this. Okay, so it's a rough sketch I have done. There is a ship and it has all the wings in the cloth. Paimara couple. Okay, there's a ship, huge ship. This is what we are going to sketch. Okay, so let's start. Okay, hope you're ready. So with your pencil and paper, that is all. Pencil sketching today. So it's going to be taller actually. So let's plan the ship here, almost in the bottom. So I am planning my ship here. Okay. Ship is going to be somewhere. I am starting here, starting a line here. Okay. So this is one side. So this is little taller. The other side it is little not very tall. It is little. Okay, so it is not in this level. So it is little below this level. But bottom is almost the same level. Okay, bottom is in the same level. So
Now we should take any pencil, not the correct dark one or light one.
yeah, you can use normal pencil.
Okay.
So I will tell if you want to make it. So generally you should use 4B pencil or something. So that will be good. 4B or 6B, use it. So this is almost like in the bottom, it is like a straight line. Okay, in the bottom, these are in the both are in the same level. Same level. So in the bottom, so we'll add some waves. The shape of the waves are going to be something like this. So I've just added some waves. So later we'll do some good shading and it's all going to look very beautiful. So some taller waves here. So here also I'm going to make some waves. So the shape is going to be very beautiful and unique. So I'm planning to have this shape, this shape like this. So I'm making a lighter line, maybe, yeah, just try to make a lighter line. After getting proper shape, then you can make it darker. So I'm making the line like this. So this side, the line will be like this. Okay, the other side also will have another line that will be something like this. A simple line. Okay, so we can make some designs also. So I'm going to make the line, horizontal line. Look at this line for this C. So making this line, so almost in the same level. Okay, level, I mean same level. So I'm making this line, another line this side. Both has to be in the same line. Okay, try to do without scale, but if you want, you can use scale also. So we can make some design here. Something like this. So I'm just making a line. So I just made a line like this. Maybe I can make one more line. One more line can be below this line or above this line. It does not matter. I just made one more line. Okay. Maybe we have to do, we can make the ship darker. Maybe we can do it later. So I'm making a second line from the top. So this is going to have two these poles, or they call must. So the one is going to be like this. So till the top, I'm just marking here. So this line definitely has to be lighter. Maybe I will draw a little darker so that you can see in the camera. So later, if not needed, I will definitely erase it, because okay, so I'm just trying to draw. This line must this is one, and could be one more that could come here. So this may be hardly seen, but still we can draw this. So another line I'm trying to draw. I did not make it very dark. Okay, so let's build something. So it has some structure like this. So making a line here. So making a line here. So I made these two lines, then connecting them. Just made it as a double line. Now it's going to be, this structure is going to come till here. So I'm just making another line. So another line on top of this, will build a. There is a one more kind of structure we are doing. One more structure, so that is this. Another line I'm making. It is this big, like this. Okay, so behind this also there could be one more structure like this. Okay, so this is good enough, and so we can add a door here. I'm just adding a door here. I have added a door, and there is a window. There is another window this side. And on this side, there could be, there is a many double line you can add. So I'm adding many double lines. Okay, so maybe right away, so this definitely we have to make it darker. So this I'm making it darker. This door also, so making it full dark. Yeah, people use different pencils, but you can use only one pencil, that 4B or 6B or 8B that you can use. You can draw light, then you can draw dark, light and dark. So it will be more easier to use a single pencil. So the right side, so what I'm going to do, so somewhere, so I can make a door here. There is a door. So make me a door here. So this door is like this. So I made a door, and other things I can just shade it, but here I'm going to shade it using these lines. Generally in the sketching, you can do realistic shading. Otherwise, this line based shading also you can do. So I'm doing this. So it's kind of, we want to do some medium shading here, not very dark. Okay. So these lines are cross lines, or this you don't have to use too many cross lines. So simple single directional cross lines I've used here. Okay, here also I'm using it. Then I'll make some 2 or 3 windows here. I'll take the camera a little closer so that you can see better. This I'm trying to make it darker like this. So here also I'm just making a couple of lines. So we are not working on exact design, but we are working on something better approximation of the details in the ship. Okay, so one more thing. So here also I'll make a line here, line here. So the captain may be sitting here. So some windows. So this is one window, another window, and one more. These also we can make it dark, these windows. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit wait for you to catch up. So you see in the deck below, so the door and window we made. So now I'm just adding one more line around it, so that will. So I just made one more line around this. In the side we have made like this. Okay, so after that, in the top we are going to make a lot of these huge canvas cloths for sailing. So I'm planning to give darker color for the ship, but not now. So we'll make all those things in the top. Then after that, we'll start with the shading. Maybe you can show me so what you have done. Then we can see the basic shape. Then we can. Okay, I'm seeing from Krishna. Okay, Krishna, நல்லா இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த மஸ்ட் எல்லாமே இன்னும் தின்னா இருக்கணும். நிறைய இது வரப்போகுது. மேபி ஹைட் இந்த ஷிப் ரொம்ப அகலமா போட்டீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பட் இட்ஸ் ஓகே, நோ ப்ராப்ளம். நல்லா இருக்கு.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hi Aparna, exams are over. So how are you doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Show me when you have completed sketching this. So how are you, Tanvi? For you also exams are over, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Good.
Sir, but my final exam is on April 4th, so one more exam is there. Then I'll be done.
Okay. 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 Good. பூஜாக்கு எக்ஸாம் முடிஞ்சிருச்சா?
முடிஞ்சிருச்சு சார்.
Okay. Okay, good sketch. Nicely coming up. Good sketch, Tanvi. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
You could have positioned the ship little below. So in the full sheet, so it is looking like this. Okay, so that we can make use of the upper portion for those other details. It's all right, no problem, Tanvi. Looking good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm seeing from Aparna now. Aparnaவும் அதே மாதிரி தான். Okay, the details are very good, Aparna. Nice. But I wish the ship, the whole ship is little has come little below. Okay, that position will help us to add make use of the space in the top to add more details. But nice sketch. Okay,
Okay,
good,
sir.
Aparna. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. So I'm seeing from Hema. Okay, Hema. Nice. நல்லா இருக்கு, கரெக்டா இருக்கு. Things are good. சரி, ஓகே. நம்ம அடுத்து who else is showing? Pooja, Mithila, Nitish, Manav. Okay, so let's do the next thing. I'll take it little more closer. So there is a lot of structures going to come here. Okay, so I am leaving a little bit space here. So because here, maybe now itself we can make the flag. I'm making a flag flying like this. Flying like this. Yeah, you can do whatever in the flag, write your name or anything. So it's a simple flag I made. Okay, so from here, I'm making a straight line. Okay, so other thing, what we have to do is from here, so we can draw another line. Okay, then from this edge, so I'm trying to draw a straight line. Okay, there is a double line I have to do, but look at this. I am marking here. So yeah, one more line I'm drawing, very close to that. Second line I'm trying to draw, and this is going to be this triangle. I'm making this triangle like this. So there is a rope. It's a double rope. Okay, so this double rope goes and what happens is this, it is coming here. There's a lot of lines going to come. Okay, finally it will look like one complex one, but one at a time. So that is what we are trying to do. So there is one more line which I'm going to do. That line I will draw from here. It is going to the same place in the top. Okay, so this line, maybe, yeah, so I don't know where is my scale, but I kind of almost, I never use it. You can also practice. So this line goes like this. So here also I'm making a double line going up like this. So for this also, so I can say there is I'm marking a point here. It is going to be like this. Okay, the second cloth line, this triangular shape I'm making, and from here there's a line coming down like this. So if there is a line going here, that you can erase it. So the shading we can do later. But for the clarity, okay, for the clarity, I'm going to do some shading and show you. And look at this, my hands, okay, your hand should not touch the, we have did some details here, right? I'm just taking another paper, and this paper I'm going to keep it here. Okay, so my hand is touching only this. If not, whatever the sketching already present, so that will be spoiling. You will be spoiling that. So to avoid that, you can use another paper and you can keep your hand over that. But this paper, whatever you are keeping, should not move. So if it moves again, that will smudge the sketching. So you should be careful about it. I'm trying to give a shading here. There is a very light shading, then little darker shading. Only two things I'm going to do. So I'm using same 8B pencil. Right now I'm just doing some very light shading. Try to do light shading. Okay, so shading is very easy. So try to do light shading like this. So this same thing we are going to follow for all. Okay, this uniform light shading. Then after that, so in this shading area in the middle, so you can do second time shading, but this time it is little darker. That is all. So now I'm doing shading again, but it is little more darker. Okay. Second shading I'm doing, but making it little more darker. Now it is like there is a folding three-dimensional thing you can see. So you can see to that we can add more details like this cloth. Maybe it has some lines. Those lines are going like this. So I'm making a thin line like this curvy line. Not very strong. Don't make it strong. Thin curvy lines. So that will make it look like this is curvy. This is not a stronger line, it's a very thin line. Okay. This place I will make it a little more darker. So there is a light shade and dark shade. Okay, so this is how. So I have done for this. The same thing I can do for the next cloth also. So starting to give lighter shade. So I have given like it is a curvy thing. Okay, so if okay, I got disconnected. Now I'm back. Okay, I just got disconnected. Now I'm back. Okay, this line I can make a little darker. Okay, so we have to give the shading in the end, but I was very much tempted to give now itself. Okay, let's go on, and so I'm going to make other things. Look at this, I'm making a line here. Okay, so I'm just making a line here. Second line I can make here. The second line can be a little bigger. So this is the center should be this must. Okay, this the huge stick. Okay, centering that huge stick. One line, second line. I'm going to make a third line. So I'm trying to draw light. So this line you should not draw over this, but I'm drawing over that. It's okay, so I'll erase it actually. Okay, second line. One more line. So I'm going to do okay, one more line I have done. Maybe one more we can do. So like this. Okay, so many lines I have done. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines I have done. So I'm going to make those cloths now. So here, so I'm making this line and this line. Okay, then there is a curve. In the same way, here also there is this line and another line like this, and there's a curve. So this curve I made, this line is going behind the the first triangle we made. It is going behind that. Okay, just note that. So the same way for the other thing also, you can make it like this. But for this also, it has to go behind these triangles. So making a curve, but it is going behind. So another one I'm making. So when our ideas are very clear, so we never have to worry. So to start with, you have to see everything very simple. Then Okay, so the last one also I'm trying to draw. Instead of straight line, this also I'm drawing little curved, and so this also goes like this. Um, going behind this. Okay, there are so from each edge, there is a lot of lines are coming, and this must. Okay, so this must goes behind. Okay, so look at this. Now I am making this must line stronger. So in between these cloths, I'm making it stronger. So making it stronger in between these cloths. So I'm erasing. Okay. So I'm trying to erase it in the cloths. Okay, so I need to erase the other one also. So I'm erasing the other one also.
Chalo.
So these also, there is a lot of shading we have to do, but first we will plan it out. Then after that, we'll do this. Sriram, can you mute?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Mute பண்ணுங்க. Mute பண்ணிட்டு இருங்க. You joined very late.
Yes, sir. Bus ரொம்ப லேட் ஆயிடுச்சு.
Okay. See, look at the angle. So in this triangle also, this line is going there. I'm erasing this. So I should have done the shading. So I'll do the shading later. So at that time I'll take care. Just but this line should not come there. So erasing that line.
எனக்கு எச்சலா இருக்கு.
We can do the shading again. Okay, so for this also we have to do the shading, but I'm not doing now. So this we have done. There is one more thing. So this, okay, so this, so we have to tie these. So this end comes and joins to this. This end comes and joins to this. Like this, a lot of lines will come. This end comes and joins to the next. So there is a stick in the top and the cloth. In the end, last, so the line comes down. Okay. So in the left side also, it is like this. It's like this, and this. So these two triangles, we did it in the front. After that, these 5 things are coming. Behind that, there is going to be a couple of triangles attached to the next must. This must is there to that. So keeping this must as the yeah, this. So now the complexity maybe it adds now. So I'm just making a line here like this. So okay, so there is a let me make one more line like this, and I'm just connecting this and this, just connecting this and this. Okay, there is one more shape like this. Okay, there are a couple of more shapes. So I would say from to the top of the must, there is a line starting from here. It goes like this to that top. I mean, if it is you are finding it more difficult or complex, try to simplify yourself and do it. Okay, so that's how you should do for anything. Okay, so here I'm going to make a triangle like this. There is a smaller triangle. Okay, so there is a inside this there is another triangle coming like this and this. There is a triangle here. So I behind these I made some 2 triangles. Here I made one rectangle like this. Okay, still 2 more we have to do. So I'll make one more here. This is another cloth. So this is going here. There is another stick and another cloth. This is going inside. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So this there is another the stick present here. So that is present here in the back. Okay, so like this you can keep adding, but this our ship looks better now. So kind of I like to stop here and further we can start adding a lot of details. Maybe we'll add one triangle here like this. That will make it look good, look balanced. Okay, so here also you can think about adding a flag. This flag has two edges like this. So I'll make one more also here. Okay, so see, now as I told you, so now the whole thing appears complex, but it is quite easy. So there are three must sticks are present. Then all these, those sticks we can just differentiate, we can make them darker. Then we'll start giving shading to all the cloths and textures, and a lot of lines we need to add, and some more shading we have to give for the ship and the sea. So these all we have to do. Okay, so if you can also show me. So if you have, so I'm seeing from Deepika. Super, looks good, Deepika, very good. All five ships, everything is good.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so after this we have to do only shading. And there are people, sometimes they climb to the top and do some corrections and they tie it. So there is going to be a lot of ladders. Okay, ladders using rope, they have ladders. Those ladders, this one of the ladder is going from here. So I'm making this ladder. So double line I'm making, maybe 2 lines we can make, or yeah, 2 lines is good. Then we can make these lines. Now it looks like a ladder. Okay, so there is a ladder going up from here. There is another ladder going to this mast. This also I'm drawing like this. So where you can see, so this ladder further it is going up like this. It's going up like this. It is going up. It is going up like this. So I can make this rope ladder. This. Okay. These edges I can make it darker like this. Wooden piece. Okay, next we can start shading. So only we have did the shading for only these two. Now I'm going to do the shading for this. So we can also draw these vertical lines. Look at these curvy lines. Look at these curvy lines I'm drawing now. Okay, so I just made some curvy lines, and now I'm going to do the shading. So there is a light shading like this. Okay, then after that little dark shading, little in the bottom. It is like this. So for next thing also, there is a light shading. But here you have to be careful. There is a triangle in front, so you should not shade over that. So just making a lighter shading. Then after that, I'm making a darker shading in the bottom, little darker, not very dark. So other thing what we have to do, so these curvy lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just making these curvy lines. Okay, for the other thing also I would do the same. You should not shade it over this triangle which is already there. Light shading, dark shading, and these curvy lines. Okay. Okay, I'm doing this light shading, but before that I'm just erasing a line. Behind that there is a triangle, there is a rectangle, so those lines are coming within this. That I have erased. There is a light shading and dark shading. Then these curvy lines. So light shading, then dark shading in the bottom. Okay, the curvy lines. Maybe this must. So we can think about making it a little dark. So I'm trying to make it dark. So I'm making this must dark. I made it dark. Then we have to do shading for, there is a triangle in the back. So for that also, triangle in the back. For that also, I'm trying to do some shading. Okay, there is this triangle. You don't see the must. Let's do some shading, lighter shading, darker shading. Okay, there is a bigger There is a bigger rectangle. So for that also, so I'm doing lighter shading. Okay, then some darker shading in the bottom. Okay, there is a one more. So these rectangle in for each same technique. There is a lighter shading, then darker shading in the bottom. Light shading, then little darker shading in the bottom. Then those contour lines also we have to draw. Okay, lighter shading. Then darker shading. Okay, there is a contour shading, contour lines, the curvy lines, that is called contour lines. So I'm making like this, this. So I made these contour lines. Further, I'm making here also making these curvy lines. For these bigger ones, it's not only vertical lines, some horizontal lines also you can make. This. Then the lot of these ropes are coming from these edges. They might come down like this. So we will see a lot of lines. So you don't have to worry. So from here you can just make a couple of these straight lines. There are many straight lines you can make. That will look like all these lines are coming from there. You can make more lines inside. Okay, so let's speed up. So there is some special line. So the stick in the front. Okay, so for this also we can make a flag, or this looks very poor. So we are giving a support to this. Okay, there is a. So I did another line, and this is going here actually back here. Okay, then there is another line. So there are a couple of more structure. There is a structure coming. So this gives strong support. So this gives a strong support, and generally in the front here also there will be a cloth structure for the direction. Here we are not making it. Maybe here I have some space. So I'm just making one more triangle here. I just made one triangle here. I just made one triangle here, and maybe that I can make it a little darker shade. I just made a darker shade. Okay, that is good. So the thing in the back that looks unfinished. Okay, from here there is a, I'm just making a curve. Okay, I just made a curve. Then I'm just making a couple of more lines. There is another curve. Looks like it is better now. It is finished now. This I can give a shading. And here some boxes or some more things present in the top of the ship. Okay, so we can make some people stand also. You should not make the people very big. People has to be look at the door. So people, when somebody is coming out of the door, it should be of that size. Okay, so I'm making tiny people here. So for that, I just make this and a head. Just make a small triangle kind of thing and a head. Okay, this is small shape. Then there is a round head. So like this, we can make a lot of people there. So I'm just making a lot of people. A lot of people, and kind of almost we are done. So these flags, I just make some symbol, some design. You can make whatever you want. So I just making some design. Any design is fine. But I'm going to make my bird. My bird will be, or bird will be bigger, but it's okay. It can stand here. Can stand here. Okay, so now I'm going to start giving shading to the ship. I said, so I want to do darker shading. So I want to do in the end. So the double line what we have given, so I'm going to leave it. So apart from that, further, if you want, you can make some design here. Make some design here, but it's okay. Now I'm going to start giving some shade. You can give darker shade here. My personal preference is that line based shading, so that is what I'm going to give this ship also. I kind of started making a lot of parallel lines like this. Now these lines maybe make it a little darker. Okay, so I made it a little darker now. So this is trying to give some more shading. Second round of shading below these lines. A little shade I'll give below this line. This right side, maybe some I can make it a little more darker. So I am giving some shading. So right side, this is how I did. In the left side, I'm going to do lighter shading. Just a couple of lines to look stylish. Some lighter shading, that is all. So I'm just making a bird here. Okay, now what is pending is waves and the sea. So waves, so we already have some shape for the waves. So I'm just making more such shapes. The ship is going towards the left side. So there is going to be large waves here in the front. The back, there is a small white space. So other areas, these horizontal lines, the sea, for the sea. So I'm making these horizontal lines. So I make more horizontal lines. Some places it is little thicker here. So your lines may not be even.
சார்
Hello, Sriram.
சார் அப்படின்னா நம்ம அந்த ஷிப்புக்கு முன்னாடி போறதுல வந்து அந்த தண்ணி தெறிக்கும் போது அந்த இப்படி அந்த போனோடனே இப்படி சர்க்கிளா வரும்ல சார் பெருசா
தூரத்துல இருந்து சர்க்கிளா தெரியாது, இந்த வேவ்ஸ் மட்டும் நமக்கு இப்படி தெரியும், அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகே,
எஸ் சார்
நுரையா வருமே, அதுதான் போடுறோம். ஓகே,
எஸ் சார்.
Okay, so I'm making a lot of horizontal lines. Look at this. A lot of horizontal lines. In the sea line, I'm trying to make it a little darker. With some places dark, some places a little light. light and dark, but mostly it's horizontal lines. So you should show these horizontal lines, then it will look very good. It will look very dynamic. Waves also, there could be a little bit of shadows in the waves also. So I'm just making these horizontal lines for the sea. Okay, so these horizontal lines I made and it is looking good now. In some places we can a little bit darker waves also. Look at this. Darker waves also I can add a little bit. Some places here I've just added 2 darker waves like this. Okay, so this is good. So I'm thinking for the ship I can make it a little darker close to the waves. Okay, you can give whatever name to your ship. After a long time, we are finishing within time. So mostly we extend. I want to make this area a little darker. Okay, so little bit of shading also I'm trying to give here. Okay, so this is good enough. So we can keep working and we can make it more complicated, but this is good enough, looking good. So any, so this kind of,
Can you see mine?
yeah, you should remember how we started, what is our approach. Okay, so I'm going to see from Deepika. Okay, Deepika, looks good, looks good. The ship has become a little bigger, taller, but it's all right actually. I see all the details. It is looking good. So I space here.
I couldn't add enough things, so I had to make it bigger and taller.
Okay, okay, fine, no problem. There is a this waves has a darker thing, right? There's a dark shade around it, and the waves are looking lighter. So that lighter feel of the waves, you should bring it. So if it is darker, you can erase it, and you should try to bring that lighter thing. So that is going to make it more beautiful.
சார் நான் ஷேடிங் மட்டும் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன் சார் இந்த ஷிப்புக்கு.
Yeah. So we can the whole area we can make it darker, but our prime focus is the ship. So we are not making the whole sea darker. Okay.
Sir, can I leave? It's Deepika.
Okay, Deepika, sure, sure. So
Bye, sir.
bye. So I'm just adding few more lines coming from this, like this. Just 2 more lines I added like this. Okay. So now clouds also you can make, but this is good enough actually. Since ship. Okay, I'm seeing from Aparna. Okay, very beautiful Aparna. I like the and the shadow. Ship shadow, the lines what you have used, that I like it. Now what you should do is you should make these line. This line also, the shape of the ship, that line also you have to make it darker. Second time, just make it darker. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, if you make it darker, then it will be more beautiful. I saw the bird what you made for the Palikarane drawing competition, so it was good, very good.
Thank you, sir.
I think the background has to be a little more darker so that the bird looks better.
Okay,
Good
sir.
one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to see from Krishna now. Okay, நல்லா இருக்கு கிருஷ்ணா. ஷிப் டாலா போட்டுக்கலாமே, அந்த மஸ்ட் எல்லாமே. But it's all right. But you need to give some more shading. So இந்த இடத்துல ஷேடிங் பண்ணணும் ஷிப்ல. செகண்ட் ஷேடிங்
Can I leave, sir?
இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டார்க்கா பண்ணணும். ஓகே கிருஷ்ணா. I'm seeing from Hema. Hema ஒண்ணுமே தெரியலையே. ஓகே
Yes, sir.
ஓகே, நல்லா இருக்கு ஹேமா. டெலிகேட்டா இருக்கு. இந்த டோனல் டிஃபரன்ஸ் கொண்டு வரணும். இந்த ஷிப்ல இந்த இடத்துல இன்னும் டார்க் பண்ணணும் ஆக்சுவலா. ஓகே, இங்க எல்லாமே டார்க் பண்ணணும், அப்பதான் இன்னுமே பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். ஷேடிங் ஃபார் த வேவ்ஸ் ஆல்சோ. ஸோ இப்போ இங்க பாருங்க, இந்த இடத்துல எல்லாமே வந்து கொஞ்சம் ஷேடிங் கொடுத்துருக்கேன் வேவ்ஸ்ல. இங்க பிரைட்டா இருக்கு, இங்க பிரைட்டா இருக்கு, இங்கெல்லாம் டல்லா இருக்கு. ஸோ அதெல்லாமே கொடுத்துட்டா இன்னும் பியூட்டிஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். ஓகே,
எனக்கு இந்த பிக்சர் எனக்கு அனுப்ப முடியுமா சார் வாட்ஸ்அப்ல?
அனுப்புறேன். ஷூர்.
தேங்க்யூ சார். நான் லீவ் பண்றேன் சார்.
ஷூர். ஓகே. Okay, I'm
Sir,
seeing.
can I leave?
Yes.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye bye. மாணவ நல்லா இருக்கு, எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கு. ஸோ இது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டார்க் பண்ணணும் மாணவ், the tonal values. ஓகே, ஸோ இது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் டார்க் பண்ணணும். ஸோ மிச்சம் எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கு. இந்த ட்ரையாங்கிள்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கு, அதை டிஃபைன் பண்ற மாதிரி மேபி இன்னும் டார்க் கூட பண்ணிடலாம் ஆக்சுவலா.
ஓகே,
டார்க் பண்ணிட்டா நல்லா இருக்கும். ஓகே
ஓகே,
ஓகே, குட் ஒர்க். எல்லாமே நல்லா இருக்கு. ஓவரால் ஷேப் சூப்பரா இருக்கு.
தேங்க்யூ.
Okay, I'm seeing from Krishna. Okay, Krishna. நல்லா இருக்கு. டார்க்கர் டோன்ஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க, நல்லா இருக்கு. இந்த வேவ்ஸ் பிரைட்டா இருக்கணும். வேவ்ஸ் பிரைட்டா இருக்கணும். ஸோ இந்த ரைட் சைடு டார்க்கா இருக்கு. ஸோ அந்த டிசைன்ஸ் எல்லாமே சரி. ஓகே, நல்லா இருக்கு. குட். ஷிப் இன்னும் டாலா இருந்திருக்கலாம். ஆல்ரைட்.
Okay, sir.
ஓகே, குட். கடா பாதி கூட்டத்தை காணோம். I'll just stop recording. So I'll wait for you to finish.